So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Guendouzi, a man who can do little wrong right now.
Well, he's almost been like a second coach on that pitch, hasn't he? I don't think I've seen him put a foot out of place in recent weeks. It'll be very interesting, though, to see how the opposition are going to try and play around him here. Not easy.
Kivior, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Lewandowski. He's found chance for a shot! That is terrific from Lewandowski!
Well, from our impartial perch, you couldn't ask for a more spectacular start to a game. And with the skipper responsible too, it just lends the moment a bit more oomph. And let's hope it carries on in a similar vein.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Xavi Simons to Guendouzi. Kivior attempts a clearance. Oh, what a ball!
Al Nassr are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Endrick. Simons. Oh, shooting chance! Off the post. Cash. Now it's Piontek. Here's a man in form. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great ball if he can get there. He has a look up. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Zalewski. Guendouzi. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Lewandowski. Szymanski. So, what can they make of this? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Face to face with the keeper. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Piontek herring after the ball here. And he thumps it clear. Threads one in. Oh, played right into his path. He is through. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Hughes gets a foot in here. Szymanski.
There will be 1 minute added
Now it's
time.
Piontek. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution on the field. Number 21. Coming on to replace him is Number 45.
Kivior. Thinks about the shot, shapes to shoot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Al Nassr really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kivior. Piontek. And it's Szymanski. Juan getting this one clear. And it's Szymanski. Al Nassr still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Endrick. Oh, it's come loose. And again. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Great vision. He can run onto that. Plenty to aim at here. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bednarek, out to the right. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's played into the area. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 4. Hughes. Number 14. Kathy Simmons.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 17. Number
Now it's Evan Nielsen.
Evan Nielsen. Number 32.
That has been cut short.
Number 9.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Substitution.
He's being urged to shoot. Decent chance! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That'll be a throw-in. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Al Nassr are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. Poland really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Evan Nielsen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Cleared away.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Not the most accurate pass. Frankowski knocks it into space. And that's it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Rice. Now it's Endrick. Simons! Simons! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Dahl finds himself in the starting lineup. Oh, that's ambitious. Lewis Skelly. Foden. And it's Bellingham. Now that's well seen too. Looking for a runner. Stones calmly anticipates. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitutions taking place.
Stones. Still goalless. Saka. Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Palmer! Oh, good stop by the keeper.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Kane. Nicely spread. Saka. And the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Saka with the short one. Cross to the back post. Juan tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Endrick, looking for options for movement. Oh, that's well spotted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
5 minutes is number 18, Endrick.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that's not going to reach. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. So here comes a substitution.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line. Al Nassr can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Al Nassr are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Simons. Now this could be... And a shot! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 17.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Al Nassr are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Hughes. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Now it's Kane. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Al Nassr clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Al Nassr are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the game has already resumed here. And he's managed to get free. Caresses it through. That'll be a corner. Saka goes short. Alexander-Arnold plays it in.
That was well seen too. Good
And he
clearance.
skips past his man. Can he get it through? And he's gone looking for safety. Yehi. And it's Lewis Skelly. Foden. Climbs up big! Oh, taken with style! Back to within one! Interesting! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Kane.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because...
Shapes to shoot! Costa with the clearance. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? He is through here!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And Yehi. And he's hit it long. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Bellingham. Looking to play him in. He's on it. He's having a shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Substitution for England, number 24.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Phil Foden. Number 23, Lewis Skelly. Coming on the field, number 17, Eze. Number 25, Rashford. Number 14, Colwell. Substitution in progress.
Pass somewhat off target.
Al Nassr clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Kane. And they're quick to press. And that has found him in acres of space. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Eze. Takes a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Eze is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
There will be three
Plays a
minutes
sharp
added
little
time.
ball here. Dahl is onto this. Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
That could spell trouble. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's found a way past.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Garcia. Great ball, and he's in here. Crosses it, he rises! And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Endrick. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Mbolo.
Oh, really well played.
Out to the right. Chance to deliver. And out it comes again. Xhaka. Tries to pass it through. Garcia. Terrific header! Goal! Switzerland! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
After 20 minutes is number 8.
Switzerland are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Al Nassr grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a...
Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Al Nassr take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Against the crossbar. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Hughes. Al Nassr have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Granit Xhaka, nicely spread. He is through here. It's a good... A header! He's scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Endrick. Ricardo Rodriguez. And it's Zakaria. Looking to play him in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And the referee brings the first half to a close. Al Nassr are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And we are back underway. Guendouzi. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. Big chance! One-on-one! Elvedi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ricardo Rodriguez. Now it's Mbolo. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, good spread. Plays the return pass. Played out wide. And it's Mbolo. Mbolo. Oh, nicely intercepted. The ball is loose and the chase is on. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a sharp pass. He's having a shot! Goal! And they've got their lead back. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Freuler. Zakaria. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's managed to get free. Great chance! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Substitution on the field. Number 18. Hendrick.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So all square and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Al Nassr with the corner. They're first.
Number 32, Danilo Cataldi. Number 45.
Xhaka getting this one clear.
Substitution.
It's a promising position. Cataldi. He's having a go! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
He's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
That is lovely. He stands tall and strong.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No outsmarting him this time. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra. And the finish! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Al Nassr take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Hangs in, gets his head on it! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that means just one thing. That's that, the end. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.